opening soon, follows the true story of a restaurateur's vision from concept to opening night.
The hotel themselves approached me to bring the best of Montreal crowd into this establishment. Why would you approach me, who knows nothing about food and restaurants? But I think what I'm going to be contributing is definitely providing them with structure, financial guidance, opportunities also.
Well, originally Giovanni, who was a customer of ours, approached us and said that the Hotel St. Paul had approached him to open a restaurant. I think we're bringing our energy, our ideas, you know, our customers, our references. He thought we could do everything. So I said, we can't do it, but we can find you people who are great. And so we found Claude. He's bringing an amazing amount of knowledge and creativity to this project, and he's an amazing chef.
I'm 36 years old. I start around 16 years old, so it's about 20 years. For me, it was important to move on ownership, partnership with someone that has the same vision than me in the restaurant, so I can develop the cooking more on my philosophy. Bon appétit!
Who is going to be the front-end person? Who's going to be handling the people, hiring the staff?
My role, first of all, was to build a team and knowledge also about wine. You know, I'm a wine freak. I had a privileged contact with amazing waiter, amazing staff people.
I think that it's definitely one of the more risky factors in this project is just the virtue of 5 people, 5 chefs in the kitchen, whatever you want to call it.
This is one of the most expensive real estate spots in old Montreal. It really, really is. The hotel is part of the design hotel chain. The owners wanted to make sure that the restaurateurs were in the now when it comes to the latest type of foods, the type of quality, the what's in, what's out. We had to create a place that people would come to make this place become popular. So this is our entrance, right here.
The doors for us, it was very important to have our own entrance. Like being part of a hotel is for us very interesting, but in order to be able to cater to Montrealers, I think that distinction is really going to make it...
We really want to become a place for Montrealers also.
I found that the windows were a bit too high for, considering that we're going to be seated. I think that the site we're having seated, I found was a bit awkward, from down up. But now they've put the plywood, a bit of cement, they're putting hardwood floor on top of that, and now I think that the elevation is
He was worried about that,
clean.
so for months we saw Hubert walk by and do one of these. Continuously. In the beginning, I'm there, what's he doing? It's like we weren't sure. I know, the space looks bigger. I just got the goosebumps. I can just see it now. I mean, I saw it for a while, but it's just like, it just feels something different today. The hotel wants to be open for the Grand Prix. They've accepted room confirmations for the Grand Prix. So according to the hotel, if there is no food, there's no hotel.
And targeting an opening the 1st of June, it's a very tight schedule with testing the food. We're gonna start testing the food, but it's still very, very, very tight.
Okay, Grand Prix weekend in Montreal is the biggest weekend of the year. Yes, there's a pressure. I want to do it, and I'm sure we're going to do it right. But it's a bit out of our control. It's a bit frustrating also because we cannot control the construction squad.
Well, no, Hubert and I mean, like the punchiness
Yeah.
of this color,
It's
and I
very
want
fun.
to know what you guys think.
I like this one.
You like this one? Yeah, I like this one too.
One thing that could interest me is to do the dot logo of that in a way that with the distance from which we read it, we cannot even see it. Like a menu, for example, we could use it in a way that from regular point of view, you don't see what's written. So we keep it very obscure.
It'll be fine. But again, if you want to fax it, once you put it, or photocopy, it won't work. It'll be black.
So, conclusion?
Well, we gotta decide now, eh?
Yeah,
two
we
weeks
gotta do
ago.
it now.
We want to.
Well,
I would jump on blue.
do you like the blue? Can we at least look at the
I
blue
love
and
the
say?
blue.
Blue is
It's
better
like-
choice for me.
Yeah. Out of
If
these
we
guys.
like this blue and you don't like the white, what we could do is we could add this blue, but like a very, very light blue as a background. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
The menu will be based on availability on the market, more on fresh product and local product as much as possible. For the opening, it's about in 3 weeks.
Okay.
So what do you think it's gonna be like for the greens here? You got it?
So, and this is a new thing. I don't think we saw this.
No, I don't think so.
Green garlic.
This must not be served raw. It has to be cooked. But,
And all the plant is eatable.
oh yeah, everything is good right up to here.
This is another thing. This is the same. This is the sweet Sicily sweet.
Yeah.
But the seeds.
Nice too.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. Ticks. Ils sont chaudes, hein?
Ouais. Ah ouais. Ils sont cuits, pré-cuits.
Working with some artisans also bring us originality and give us the freedom of bringing colors where we want it without having to go with the very main hotel line objects or articles. So we're creating our own world through this tabletop. Nice. Très beau.
These are our butter molds. But they can
We'll bring the butter at the right temperature in a way that we can, in a pouch, we can just put it in, you know, and then we'll just press it to mold it flush to the top with our logo.
Oh, that's finished?
No,
That's not.
because the inside is not done yet.
This is Claude's specialty. He's gonna have a little crust of Parmesan and filled with some food.
safety and our work. Can I speak with you, please? The hotel is under a lot of pressure. They've had theft, and today they've denied me access. And that to me is a problem because I have to develop this restaurant. So that is frustrating. And what's even more frustrating is that it's out of my control, and I'm not used to being in somebody else's control.
No, but as we discussed yesterday, since the beginning, it's really unpleasant. Yeah. And I understand those guys are under stress. But as Todd said earlier on, we're supposed to get the restaurant delivered in 3 weeks. We've got to see the site. We've got to get there.
Now, by now.
And I've told him they're going to see me. He's going to see me here every day.
Cube is located in the Hotel St. Paul, a beautifully restored building designed in the Beaux Arts style in Old Montreal's hippest quarter. The restaurant is open 7 days a week, with lunch served from 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and dinner from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Cube offers Nouvelle Quebec cuisine, a market-fresh menu daily. Appetizers cost between $9 and $190. Main dishes are $23 to $37, and desserts are $10. The signature dish is Salmon Three Ways, which consists of marinated Atlantic salmon, carpaccio, and tartare. The price is $10.
Okay, we got different, they're all fresh Iranian caviar from the Caspian.
The black pearl they claim is just a black, darker egg.
It's cold.
La chimon, je crois pas. La yakinabe aussi. Et là, tu ouvres des 5 coups. 5 coups, 56.
Happy birthday to you.
It's a little windy in here. Sorry about the candles already been blowing out. I'm like going crazy in the back.
Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
We cannot open up without providing a true environment, a dining room experience, which means if we don't have our mirrors on our back wall, we don't have our curtains for our windows, then we're not opening up. Because our clientele, they won't necessarily give us a second chance. They expect a lot from Cube.
But this is nice, like, you know, if we're gonna have more like that. Are they working it in the long, or are they gonna?
Waiting with the, you know, with the rolling luggage. We're coming for the Grand Prix. Yeah. It was Grand Prix weekend. We want to make reservations. There's this structure that's getting prepared right now. This is all going to be a mirror, huge mirror from bottom to ceiling.
We have Audrey over here and Marie-Josée that are partners in this venture. We've approached them to help us groom the waiters, and I brought the first victim with me.
You remember Sophie? What's
the first victim here?
Before.
This is the before scene.
Which won't be very different from the after scene. That's what we need to be specifying.
And this is Sophie. And this is Maude. Maude also is going to go for a transformation.
I said the guys are perfect and the girls need grooming. You know, that's beautiful.
I agree with your statement. Let's start with you. Look at her.
Sure. Yeah, whatever.
Can we start? Can you imagine? Let's see.
She wants to go over this. Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, I love it. No, it's beautiful. Look at this. Look at the back.
Yeah, well, there's nothing like opening a restaurant and not being ready. It's just, it's not worth it. It's not worth the bad impression. It's not worth the heartache. It's not worth all the work you guys put into it right now to have it squished into for a single day.
It's true. It's not worth the disappointment that we might experience.
Yeah. We and our clients might experience.
Yeah.
There are other Grand Prix.
There's not much to be done at this moment. We can really feel the space and the beginning of its ambiance. We're at the point where in a time span of a day or two, everything could pretty much be ready to go.
The scoop is that there's a couple of chips on the edges of the mirror, so they had to have other brought in, and they're coming in at 4. I'm more worried about the bathrooms not being ready.
On va les plats mettre en uniforme.
Do it after, Anne-Marie. Very, very comfortable. Yep. I bought a black pair in New York when I was there.
En commande ton saignant et flottant. En commande, c'est direct.
The soup, asparagus soup, white asparagus soup. Yeah, and asparagus as a garnish.
I think we have something very strong. We've done what it takes to make this place original and very successful.
I have a personal sense of satisfaction that I'm going to feel tomorrow and the day after and the day after that. But I don't think I've really realized it yet that, God,
a restaurateur now.
Find more at fineliving.com. Real information for real people.